We're both so excited we want to speak at the same time. So, we just saw Thor. Thor 2, it was so good. So, for those of you who don't know, this is an action, fantasy, sci-fi. For those of you who've been living under a rock.
Who doesn't know that?
I'm assuming anyone who is going to this has seen the first one, and you really should, because they reference
I always feel so silly in a review when we're like, it stars this person, it's about this. Like, everybody knows.
Okay, so the plot is basically that there's this new big bad force happening, and Asgard isn't going to be able to withstand it. So Thor has to go against the grain and potentially give up everything that he's worked for in his entire life to save the entire universe. And, of course, as you guys have seen from the previews, him and Jane Foster get reunited. So there's some making out and some sexual tension.
Obviously. But there's no sex scene. What is with that?
He's a lot stronger than her. I'm not sure how sex would work with them. It'd be like Superman having sex.
No, it wouldn't. Superman's stronger.
Is he?
Yeah.
How do you know?
What are you talking about? He's the Man of Steel. He can pick up a fucking planet.
Alright. As for stars, you guys already know, those are the two in it, but Tom Hiddleston really steals the show.
Stolen.
Every line he delivers is perfect. His facial expressions are spot on. He just emotes in a way that's it's just a small little movement of his face, but you're like, oh my god.
Alright, so let's talk about the story here. I felt that it was a little bit dull at times. It was like convoluted, and you had no idea what they were talking about. 7 realms or 8 realms, and they're all aligning, and you kind of get it.
I didn't find it confusing at all. If you found The Matrix confusing, you'll find this confusing. If you watched The Matrix the first time and understood it, like
I'm
myself,
pretty sure I'm not the only
you'll
person
be
that
fine.
thought this was confusing.
Yeah, I know, and you're not the only person that thought The Matrix was confusing.
Matrix isn't confusing.
Do you know how many people have told me The Matrix is confusing?
But this was just, I don't know. They just did a bad job at explaining exactly what was going on.
Well, there were
and
lots
like
of stories happening.
What is the darkness really? Is it going to kill everyone?
The ether.
Yeah, the ether, the darkness. Is it going to kill everybody? Is
Or
it
is
make
it gonna,
everything
like,
dark?
Yeah, that's true.
How does it kill people? You don't know how evil it really is. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's evil because it's being possessed by an evil person.
And the story jumps around from Asgard to Earth to sort of this original dark world kind of thing, where this huge battle happened years and years ago.
Kind of remind me of Lord of the Rings. It was like a long time ago, and now we're in the future, and there's the ring.
It was.
Oh, there's the ring. Oh wait, the ether.
Yeah.
Who's got the ring?
And there were a bunch of blonde dudes fighting with these other dudes.
Yeah, elves.
Like the elves.
I don't know what it was, but there was something about the design of the ships that were flying around. It reminded me of Star Wars Episode 1.
The design of all the technology in this was really great. I love that you got to see Asgard a lot more in detail. You got to see more of the city. You got to see how their funerals happened. You got to see how their shields worked, how their ships work, how their cannons worked, etc., etc.
Here's one thing. There's not many movies that can take like a Viking theme and then on top of it throw in technology that's more advanced than we've ever seen and have them jive so well.
And I think it's also hard to pull off a balance of action with comedy. And I think that they have done a great job in this, just like in Avengers, that there's a very fast script in this, very fast conversations, and they were all delivered really well by the actors. You were constantly laughing or in suspense or watching these crazy action sequences. We were with a crowd that wasn't really reacting at all at the theater, and that was bothering me because I was like, whoa, oh my god, and everyone else was just like...
I have to bring up Kat Dennings. She's gorgeous, she's funny, she's talented, but not in this. It's just like sort of, here's the comedy from that woman again. And you're just like, oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be those moments where take you out of the action, make you laugh, get you back in it, but all of them fell flat for me.
I think some of them were decent. And I think Eric, her scientist counterpart, was hilarious.
In terms of a sequel to... kind of like a sequel to Thor, but also the Avengers. How did you feel about it? Like, it's difficult to mesh these all together, and there's one problem I still have with all of the Marvel movies after Avengers.
I know.
Well, yeah, obviously you know. Every time there's like, everyone needs help over here, and Thor's like over here, and Captain America's here, and you got Iron Man over here. It doesn't make sense that they all don't just show up again. In the movie she calls S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're like, We don't know where S.H.I.E.L.D. is. Where's S.H.I.E.L.D.? And they're just like, what do we do? Oh, Thor. It's his movie, so he's got to stay in his movie.
Okay, so what are your overall thoughts of Thor 2?
You're grabbing like either some tits or a big ass when you do that.
Tits.
Here, I'm going to say it here. Going to get a lot of hate, as usual, because everyone hates me for my opinions, but with Loki in this film, it literally is a 9 out of 10. If you took Loki out of this film, I don't see much left there, except Thor has a little bit, so I'd probably get a 7. But Loki makes these movies because of the balance between Thor and the back and forth that they have. And then Odin, who's above them, who's sort of torn, and you don't know what he really wants. And you kind of get to know him a little bit more, and he's kind of an asshole in this movie, and I like it a little bit. I do like that. I like how he's not the perfect father, he's not perfect, and that maybe Thor is better than him, and that's why he should be the king.
Yeah.
So overall, 9 out of 10. Loki in this steals the show easily. So if you're going into this and you're a fan of Loki, absolutely will love it.
So Thor was great. Natalie Portman was really cute in this, as always. The costuming was fantastic, and I really love to get to see Asgard and all these other places in so much detail. I mean, Asgard is so beautiful. Again, I love their technology, and I love the mix of having the Vikings meets this like sci-fi world together. The Borg Queen even makes a little bit of an appearance. She's not the Borg Queen, obviously.
When I saw her, I was like, the Borg Queen!
You're like, is that her? I was like, yeah. She's like a medicine woman or something. What? Dr. Quinn. And for me, it was a perfect balance of action meets a bit of comedy, just like the Avenger movie was. It was just right. You know, you're having a great time. You're so excited. All this craziness has just happened, and then you're laughing, and then you're nervous.
Then you're crying. He's not coming home.
Oh, it was so good. I had a great time in that movie. The only reason it loses a point is because I kind of wanted to know what was up with the other Avengers. I kind of wanted some kind of explanation or mention of them because I just didn't really like that you didn't know.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you for watching this episode of 3 Kilobytes. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, links in the bar, and also Facebook. And we'll be announcing live shows very soon. Boop.
Boop, boop.
Oh, PS4 is soon.
Oh, it's soon.
We're gonna buy it.
We're gonna buy it. We're gonna play it lots.
Bye.
Bye.